I found this massive cave in Minecraft and decided it's my problem now. I lit the roof up, made one house, and I'm already questioning my design choices. But we're gonna keep building anyway. So yeah, I kind of did like this weird modern house build thing here. I really don't know why I put this here. I don't know, I guess I wanted to have something different in here. I originally was gonna go with like a medieval style build for like the entire cave in this place, but then I also thought that maybe I could have different style building in here, and for some reason I decided to make this. I don't know, I might not even keep this in here, to be honest. We'll see though, we'll see what happens. And over here I kind of have like these weird like bench looking things. I don't really know what I was thinking when I made these. I'm gonna take them out later on in the video. But yeah, also it's dark because my dumbass didn't think to use the night vision potion in my hand for like the first 10 minutes almost. So yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, as you can see, it kind of started off with some like random ugly builds, but I definitely added a couple of things that kind of made it look a little better, at least in my opinion. Like, I kind of like where it's at so far. Over here you can see I kind of like found a little hole somewhere as I was like terraforming a little bit, and like at first I didn't really notice. It took a while for me to notice, and then like as I was filling it in I was like, wait a minute, and then you'll actually see me turn around here and I'm like, oh wait, I start breaking all the blocks here. And then I jumped down. I kind of started exploring a little bit. Long story short, I almost got lost, so I decided to turn back real quick and get back to the actual build because I was basically just getting distracted here. So coming back up over here to the actual like area of where we're going to be building. Right now here, I'm just kind of looking for a spot to pick. Basically, I'm kind of thinking like what I think would be a nice spot for any type of building anyways. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm also using a world edit mod called Axiom, and it is amazing. I'm still learning how to use it, as you'll see here in some of the videos. If you're familiar with this mod at all, then you'll probably get a good laugh at me messing up here on this. But yeah, no, this is pretty cool. I definitely plan on using this more whenever we start doing like some larger scale builds. But yeah, for a project like this, I definitely thought this would be handy. And it definitely was. It's actually what I used to cover the entire roof with glowstone. And the actually the main inspiration, actually funny enough, was like this really old Minecraft video I saw when I was like 11 or 12, and like I can't even find the video now. Like I can't remember what the title or who made the video, but all I do remember was seeing this giant underground city, and the whole roof of like this little underground cave system was just covered with glowstone. And I kind of liked that concept, and I'm sitting here thinking immediately, I was like, fuck man, doing that like manually, just block by block, that would be like torture. And so yeah, I decided to get this thing here. And it's kind of funny, like when I was a kid and I would see these videos of people using world edit and all this other different types of mods and whatnot. Like I used to think it was like just like some sort of fucking magic how they did it, you know. And obviously growing up, it's just people who know how to program and code and stuff like that. But still, like conceptually, I still think this stuff is really cool. Like what we're doing here. All right, basically here I'm just gonna kind of flatten this section out just to kind of give us some room, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do it along this way here a little bit to the left, going this way here more. Right here I actually am going to be making a staircase just to kind of connect those two over that little artificial river that I created. So like ideally what I'm thinking is like right when you walk in, like the terrain is pretty let's just say the terrain is pretty I don't know what to say, but like yeah, there's a lot of different curves and all that stuff going in when you're inside here. So I'm gonna be making like, there's probably gonna be a lot of bridges and gaps and stairways, stuff like that we're gonna be seeing. So we're gonna have to find ways to connect everything here for sure. Right here I'm just kind of going over what palette I want to go with. I had actually selected these cobbled deep slate stairs on accident, but I took a second look and I actually decided I liked them. As you can see here, I was about to put it back, but then I left it in my inventory. I was like, you know what, no, let's keep that. Let's see where we can go. That's probably like one of the hardest parts, like for whenever I'm just building stuff in Minecraft, period. It's like they have so many different types of this block and that block now. Like there's just so much shit in this game. Like I remember when I was a kid playing this game, I was playing the fucking Minecraft Pocket Edition 0.5 specifically, dude. So yeah, like I don't know, like that shit was just a whole different game, bro. And seeing what it is now, like it's honestly still mind-boggling to me. Like in the very early stages of Minecraft Pocket Edition, dude, that shit was like Dollar Tree Minecraft. You know how like you have a bag of chips, right? And like the big bags, even the party size, usually those are the ones with the most, right? And then you got the small bags, those really tiny bags that have like 4 fucking chips inside of it. Imagine it like that, like as far as like the features and like all the stuff you could do in the game. Like I remember in order to go to the nether, you had to build this thing called like a nether reactor core, and then it would generate like this weird like building looking thing out of netherrack, and instead of actually putting you in the nether. So like for a split second you would think you're in the nether, then you'll realize, oh, I'm just inside some box made of netherite. I'm still in my normal world. But it was cool because like it would have these like, it would have the zombie pigmen spawn, you fight them, and then I think there would be like a chest and you would get some loot. So it wasn't that bad. Like it's not like you did it for nothing or anything, right? But like if I had to compare that experience to like, oh look, I finally used my night vision potion here. And you'll see here on the staircase, I actually didn't really gauge like how far I should make the steps. So like right here I figured out, oh, it's off. So I'm kind of like looking here, I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I had like a little brain fart moment, so I'm like kind of tripping out. I'm like, shit, how do I do this? Eventually I think I just used like world edit or something and like moved it over forward a little. And you'll also see I'm kind of struggling here with the world edit here a little, but eventually I do get it down. And yeah, the staircase issue does get solved, and it actually ends up coming out pretty nicely, I think, at least. And then once we get the placement right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some lighting here on both ends of the bridge. And this one, you guys are really gonna see how like indecisive I am. Like I'll always start building something and then I'll place something again, break something, then place it back in the exact same spot. Like it's bad. Like yeah, just watching it sometimes it's like I'm seeing it now, I'm just like, holy shit. But yeah, no, honestly, when it comes to Minecraft, I was always like the building type. Like I always liked watching YouTubers like Corrales, and like there's this one YouTuber I watch named Blood Zelos, and he unfortunately doesn't make videos anymore, but he was probably one of the biggest inspirations for like me wanting to build stuff in this game the way I do, you know, and like having it being like my main thing in this game. But yeah, eventually we are able to come down to a final design for the staircase after tons and tons of redesigns on this detail and that detail. And yeah, and in this section here I noticed that there is a big lump of coal ore and some more coal ores in this area, so I thought I would make this like a blacksmith or like a armory type of station. Like I thought that would be fitting. So as you can see, I'm just gonna go ahead and start building out like the kind of, I don't know what you would call it, like the shelf, not the shelf, fucking, I don't know. I'm building the thing. We'll call it the thing for now. But yeah, I'm gonna get I don't know, we got the thing. I'm gonna break one block from the thing and put a trap door. I'm gonna be real, this is really weird for me to do sometimes. I've never actually sat here and done something like this. Like usually my videos is just me and my friends playing games and acting stupid, but I'm not gonna lie, I've always kind of wanted to sit down and make a video like this. And then doing it now, like I'm realizing how fucking bad I am at talking, but I'm gonna keep fucking winging it, because honestly, Like, why the fuck not? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just get these chiseled walls and start using them as like pillars, just to kind of put it up against the ceiling. Not the ceiling, well, kind of, yeah, the roof. But like, yeah, I honestly, like, I don't really, like, when I build stuff, I don't exactly think of like function, I just think of like aesthetics, really. And so like having these two different logs, like a lighter one on top and a darker one on the bottom, I personally just kind of like that contrast. And then having the dark the wall on the corners being black, just like those small little differences, you know? I feel like stuff like that really can make a build pop out a lot more if you really just like stop and take a look at like the detail on some of the blocks here. Like, I feel like something can click if you look hard enough. And so over here I'm actually counting these out, and I kind of figured out something really cool actually here. And honestly, I actually kind of want to keep this as a surprise actually. And so I'm gonna let you guys see what I do here. Actually, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna keep it as a surprise, I'll spoil it. I made some signs. Basically all I did was I used banners, and I used that fucking that little block thingy they have to where you can put like patterns and shit on the banners, and I just put some letters onto the actual banners to where it would say weapons on one side and armor on the other. And that's quite honestly it. But yeah, I was kind of counting the blocks out, and I realized like the amount of blocks here were the exact same amount of letters in each word. So I was like, that is actually perfect. So I decided I was gonna do that. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and cover the top here a little bit, just to kind of give it like that shack kind of vibe, you know, like I don't really know, honestly. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I thought that it needed a ceiling when it's really not. Like, I really didn't have to, but part of me just wanted to anyways. And then later on, right after I finished this, I actually noticed there was this weird lighting glitch. And I'm gonna be honest, that shit was eating me up alive, bro. Like, I lit up the area over and over. I literally closed my game and loaded it back in because I thought it was a glitch. And it is still there. And that, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of fucking bugged me. But yeah, and then right after that I placed a lantern, and then the chain is still there. So just random shit. I don't even know what's going on right now, bro. Like, I'm just like, what is happening? But I eventually moved on from it. I was just like, alright, I'm gonna stop worrying about it, it's fine. You'll see me kind of trying to mess around and fix the lighting here, but honestly, dude, I think the lighting glitch is here to stay. Honestly, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and holy shit, I don't like that. Alright, nonetheless, we press forward, and we're gonna go ahead and move on with the interior design of this place, which is gonna be the fun part, in my opinion. That's probably one of the funnest parts when you're doing a build, like for a building or anything, is like doing the interior, because to me that's where like the immersion is, right? Like, it can look, there's nothing wrong with making something that looks good on the outside, but like if you can make a nice house and have it look nice on the inside, then like that's what makes a good build, in my opinion, at least. Not that not having interior makes it bad, that's just kind of like my opinion on it. And then right after that, we're gonna do a wall here with furnaces. I'm actually gonna change a few of those later, but we're gonna go over here and put some shelves in. We're gonna get our cauldron. I was thinking about placing a lectern somewhere, but I don't think we really need that, honestly. I grabbed this decorated pot because I thought it would have been useful, but then I found out later I thought you could put plants in it, but I guess not, so I ended up dropping it from my inventory. But yeah, I'm just kind of adding stuff that you would probably see in like a blacksmith area or something like that, you know, grindstone, the anvil, all that kind of stuff. And then here to the left on the furnace wall, I just grabbed one row of blast furnace and then one row of smokers here, just to kind of change it up a little bit. And then up here with the shelves, I decided that I was gonna make like a little display like of weapons and whatnot, kind of like to show what they have available, you know what I mean? Like, imagine you're a customer walking over here to buy weapons and armor, and this is basically like your selection. So yeah, I used the shelves to do that. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these blocks I've never really seen before, so like using these are really fucking cool to me. So like little things like the copper, like what is it, the lanterns? Yeah, the copper lanterns, those are kind of cool. Copper armor, I'm kind of iffy on, dude. Like, that just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, bro. I'm gonna be real. But I mean, shit, if it's good, it's good, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, like all these small decorative blocks that they add to the game here and there, like I'm always a sucker for stuff like that. And over here, I'm just kind of going through how I want the armor to look. It's like small details that probably really don't matter in the long run, but I get very nitpicky about them anyways, because that's just kind of how I am. But yeah, basically got our little armory set up here. I saw this little copper statue thing here and decided to throw it there. I thought it would look cool. And then I also would throw in a bell here right by the entrance, so you could just ring the bell for service. You know, ding! And throw in a zombie and a skeleton head just to show off what you can do with these. Yeah, no, all these little details I do, like I don't exactly like, I'll do this one thing and then change it out. Quite honestly, I'm still not sure what direction I want to take this whole build yet. Like, I'll probably do a few medieval builds and then I might do like a few other style. I'm really not too sure, to be honest. Like, I've kind of been the same way, like just making videos on this channel too is kind of like the main reason why I'm making this. Like, honestly, I've been kind of like overthinking how to do my videos lately, and it's been stressing me out more than it really should. Honestly, dude, I have 95 subscribers. I should not be stressing about this channel, period. Like, I should just be having fun making what I want to fucking make. That's really it, you know? I gotta just enjoy the process more. I don't want to be like those small YouTubers that complain that they don't have a lot of subscribers, you know? Like, you've seen those shorts where like they use that same fucking audio. Wow, you found my video. And then all this shit to like make you feel bad or whatever. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do any of that on y'all, bro. I'll tell you right now. Like, real talk here, like, a lot of us do YouTube. We know that eventually, if you get big enough, you can start getting paid. But in a realistic sense now, like, this is all just for the love of the game now at this point, especially with how YouTube's been going lately and like all this monetization stuff. I don't know if that's been popping up in any of your guys' feeds lately at all, if you know anything about that, but a lot of YouTubers are just randomly getting demonetized now because their content is considered inauthentic or whatever. And I don't know, little stuff like that just kind of made me think about this, really, like what I'm doing here with all this, you know? Like, I don't want to set these super high expectations of myself and then end up disappointed because I didn't meet those near impossible expectations that I thought I could achieve, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I don't want to grow, you know, I'm not saying I don't want to make my content better or anything, but I do appreciate like the kind of the small spot that I'm in. It allows me to kind of experiment like what I'm doing here now, you know? Like, I don't have to worry about anything like that because, like, one, barely anyone's gonna watch my videos, all jokes aside, but like realistically I just don't have to deal with any of that. I tend to be very like closed off and private at times, and quite frankly I can say I'm glad that my phone isn't constantly blowing up with YouTube notifications. Like, I'm gonna be real, like the thought of that kind of stresses me out alone. Like, I'm in like 3 different group chats with friends and like all these Discord servers for games, so like notifications and shit is like already just like, yeah, I get enough of those. All honesty, it's just better for me, like mentally. It's healthier for me to look at it this way too. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to grow, but I'm not gonna sit here and fucking clout chase and do stupid shit for views, you know? I'm gonna make what I feel like making. And if people happen to want to watch it, then that's fucking awesome. And if you're watching this, thank you, honestly. Off the sappy shit now, we finished up the sign here, and yep, yeah, here we go. We've got our weapons and armor shack, our little blacksmith looking area. I kind of like it here. I'm gonna be honest, that lighting glitch is still fucking with me. I really don't like that. But it looks like I have spruce and like just a different, I don't know. It looks like two different types of wood, but it's the same wood. So I really don't know what's going on there. But yeah, this is the little shack here. You go up close, you'll see what they got in stock. And yeah, is there a little work area where they go to do their stuff. I was thinking about throwing in like a little villager in here or something maybe. But yeah, that's the weapons and armor shack. And going over here on the side in front of it, we're going to be making a bridge to connect this little pond here, so that if you were to come in through a boat, you would have somewhere to go essentially, because I noticed there was that little spot there where the water kind of continued, and then the stone kind of just blocks it off, which also looks really cool. But we are going to need something to get you from point A to point B. And ideally, you could obviously probably just go and take the stairs down there and walk down there, but why the fuck would you do that? So I'm going to build a bridge up over here and connect it over and bring it to the weapons and armor. We're going to have the bridge going in a diagonal direction. We're going to have to go this way here, and I'm going to use all slabs just to make it not look too blocky, I guess. Like I know it's Minecraft, everything looks blocky, but I don't want the bridge to take up too much space, or more space than it needs to. Just a simple oak wood flat bridge here. We're gonna get some oak logs here for the railing. We're gonna bring it out this way, and then we'll throw some trap doors at the bottom. And then for the hell of it, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in these like pillar thingies here that make it go into the pond. Honestly, I just kind of thought it would look nice to do that. I don't know, we'll see if I keep that there later. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more like details here on the outside of the bridge, just to kind of make it stand out a little more, kind of add some detail, make it not look as bland, you know. That way, I don't want it to be just blocks and shit. Like, that's why I like stuff like fences and walls, and you know, having different like types of blocks that are different. We're actually gonna I actually decided on replacing the fences here with the walls actually, and yeah, another indecisive Jadu moment. But yeah, after that we're just going and get some light posts up on the end of the bridge here, and then we'll do one in the middle. And there we have our bridge now that connects us from the entrance to our weapons and armor stand. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Something simple, basic, but not too simple and basic, you know, not like it's my first time playing Minecraft kind of bridge, you know. As you can see here, I'm just doing a little LARPing, pretending it's my first time being in the cave and I've never seen it. But yeah, ideally this is essentially what the whole purpose of that bridge is. If you're on boat, you come in through here, you just hop out, boom. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now for this spot here, right by that entrance of the cave, I'm just gonna throw in this little cherry sapling here, just to kind of add to the environment a little bit. And then we'll throw in some lily pads here in the pond as well. And then I decided to add a little cherry tree here by the entrance of the cave, as well as adding some lily pads here in the water right by it, just to kind of add to the environment a little, add some life up in here. I was even thinking about doing like a small like coral reef system down here at the bottom too, and then maybe having like a glass display so you could see it like right there at the bottom. So yeah, I might even do that there. Just throw some vines here on the tree. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just going to do a little bit more slight terraforming using slabs just to kind of make it stand out a little compared to the rest of the terrain, I guess. I don't know, I remembered that they had stone slabs here now, and I just wanted to use them, to be honest. I just wanted an excuse to mess around with them. So yeah, I kind of just went and did that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add a small little staircase here because I didn't realize that my terraforming technically kind of elevated it a little bit. But yeah, that was just an easy fix right there. Just add it right there, boom. And then after I do all that right here, I'm just going to go ahead and chug me a glass of milk to wear off the potion effect. And let's see how it looks with 100% natural lighting. I didn't realize how like the blossom tree has those little pink leaves that fall. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like how it's also right by the entrance too. So like as soon as you enter in, you just get this blissful, peaceful vibe. I like that. And then you go on over this bridge here. You get to see the infrastructure of this place. This might be the whole theme of this build, just like oak wood with the deep slate or the blackstone, whatever it is. I'm a real big fan of those blocks right there. But yeah, honestly, that's kind of really what we started off on this build, is just a staircase, a bridge, a modern house, and a weapons and armor shack, and a tree. But yeah, that'll pretty much wrap it up for this part of the episode. It was also like it was way past 3 a.m. at this point here, so yeah, I was dead tired. I had work the next day after too, so I really shouldn't have even been up. But hey, like I said, we do it for the love of the game. So other than that, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one.